GMK, DMK, or IDK? ABS, PBT, or SHT? If you haven't noticed by now, there are a ton of abbreviations being thrown around right when you enter the mechanical keyboard hobby. While I would like to tell you what all of them mean, I'll just be focusing on GMK. So GMK, what is it? If you have been in the mechanical keyboard community for even a day, you would have heard of these letters G, M, and K. For many people, GMK is just a label for keycaps. And scrolling through the many geekhead group buys, Reddit posts, and YouTube videos, GMK and keycaps are one and the same. Or is it? GMK stands for Gunther, Meinhardt, and Kredler, the last names of the original founders of the German company and whose pronunciation I probably just butchered. They are a company that was founded in 1992, so a pretty young company indeed. So now you know GMK is just a brand. But what is so different about them? If you mention GMK to any seasoned veteran in the community, 3 adjectives immediately come to mind. High quality, but hella expensive, and long waiting times. Let's talk quality. Now this isn't marketing fluff. Quality is defined by a few things. If you order a set of GMK keycaps, one thing you can expect from them is that they are of a consistent quality from one set to another. My experience with these keycaps has been nothing but amazing. The legends are all equally crisp, the texture of the keycaps is of the same consistency, and the spacebar comes straight. These are things I cannot confidently say of Chinese clones and some other manufacturers. Secondly, designers can play with a wider spectrum of colours. Unlike harder materials like PBT, GMK uses ABS plastic to manufacture their keycaps. ABS is inherently soft, which means that more colours can be easily melded and mixed together to give more vibrancy. If you look up group buy posts for PBT keycaps, you'll notice that the colours are generally more muted and dull. Of course, muted and dull doesn't mean the colours are ugly, it just means that designers have a smaller range of colours to play with. Thirdly, GMK goes the extra mile in their packaging. Unlike signature plastics which ships their keycaps in a bag, each set of GMK keycaps come packaged in an art piece of sorts, which is a stark contrast to some that comes shipped in a plain cardboard pizza box. While you have no trouble discarding the latter two, you will think twice about throwing away GMK artwork. Although, the paper storage trays really got to go. Keycaps rattle and flip about in them. And what if they get wet from being left out in the rain? That would be a horrible mess. If other manufacturers can provide simple plastic storage trays that keep the keycaps in their place, I don't see why GMK can't just do this too. Which brings me to the second complaint. Hella expensive. Looking at group buys in 2022, it is common for a base set to go for around $100 US. While the main reason for the high price is because of the premium you pay for quality, the other reason is because these keycaps are often sold in small quantities. Group buys are often needed to simply hit the minimum order quantity, usually in the hundreds, sometimes thousands. And finally, the last complaint is the long waiting times for GMK keycaps fulfillment. It is not that long ago that a buyer just needs to wait around 3 to 4 months to receive their GMK keycaps. But now, when you look through the group buys, the wait can be as long as 1.5 years. That is ridiculous. The number one reason for the long wait is because of COVID. Global lockdowns meant that no one was travelling anywhere anytime soon, so oil production took a massive hit. And since oil is one of the materials needed to produce plastic, keycaps will naturally take a longer time than usual to be produced. Reason number 2 is the backlog for cherry profile keycaps. Cherry profile is one of the most common and most used profile for typing. Before other niches and alternatives like DCX or MT3 or SA emerged, GMK was the default manufacturer to go to get the most common cherry profile keycaps with a consistent quality. This meant that most keycap designers are sending their projects to GMK. Now, do some maths with me. Assuming that one set would roughly take 2 months or so for production to complete, and another 2 months to ship out completely, a mere 5 designers sending their projects at any one time will mean that the 5th designer will most probably get their product the following year. This is already not including the QC or color matching and the back and forth communication between GMK and the designers. These two factors combined is why we are in this state today. If the above reasons are deal breakers for you, and you don't really mind the limited color choices, there are a few alternatives that I can recommend. I've bought these keycaps and used them in some of my builds on this channel, so I'm pretty confident they are of a good quality. NicePBT, ePBT and Novelkeys PBT are amongst my favourites. Usually, they ship complete kits unlike GMK, which may require you to purchase accents and novelties separately, further jacking up prices. One thing to note though, is that the legends on some of these are die-subbed, in other words, printed on. While I have not personally tested the longevity of these newer die-subbed keycaps, but logically speaking, they will not last as long as GMK ones, which are double shot. More recent popular brands that other YouTubers have checked out include Drop DCX and PBTFans by KBTFans. Now, I have not purchased them and tried them out myself, but their reviews so far seem to be pretty good. GMK used to be the trusted source for quality keycaps, but as manufacturing technology and techniques advance, we can expect other manufacturers to catch up in terms of quality. GMK is only 20 years young anyway. Who knows? Some years down the road, someone might find a way to make PBT keycaps as vibrant and colourful like GMK ABS ones. Also, some vendors like Novelkeys and KBTFans have begun putting some work into designing the exterior packaging in order to give buyers an enjoyable unboxing experience. It will not be long before GMK gets dethroned as the king of keycaps. Mark my words. But, whatever brand of keycaps you choose to buy, stay away from clones and GMK-inspired sets that rip off the original designer's hard work, China, Taobao or otherwise. They are unethical and grab designs off for goodbye posts, with no credit or commission given to the original designers. Over time, at a large enough scale, designers will be discouraged to create, and the overall quality of design will drop in the community. Moreover, their quality is shit, and there's no way of knowing what you will get. Like, what is this spacebar? So do us all a favour and don't even think about buying these clones. That's it for today. See ya.